We move on with Joel Littleton taking on Sardis Gunther. We send it up to Jake Digman to bring out our first fighter.
The following contest is in the RFO light heavyweight division, and it is brought to you by O'Brien's Pub. Introducing first, making his way down the aisle into the blue corner, please welcome Joel Littleton.
Light heavyweight action, Joel Littleton making his mixed martial arts debut, 5'11", 205, and 23 years old, John.
Yeah, 5'11" and 205 pounds. That is a fire plug, absolutely. I mean, there's guys that are 5'11" that fight at 135 pounds, 145 pounds. But for being 5'11" and 205 pounds, he is a fire plug making his debut tonight.
Yeah, heavy-handed, Joel Littleton. Certainly with a tough test taking on Sardis Gunther.
Yeah, just looking at his body type, you know, could he slim down a little bit to 185? That's a possibility in the future. But he's making his debut at 205, and that's one of the things he's going to have to worry about tonight is, hey, am I physically fit enough for 205, or should I really start training for 185?
And that's a very common thing when guys first start in mixed martial arts. Their body grows into their natural fighting weight. Littleton's in the cage. We bring out his opponent to do so, the one and only Jake Digman.
And his opponent making his way down the aisle into the red corner, please welcome Sardis Gunther.
Sardis Gunther. As he heads the cage, we're going to take a look at the tail of the tape and see how these light heavyweight fighters match up.
Sardis Gunther, both of these guys, Joe Littleton and Sardis Gunther, both of them very, very young, 23 versus 21 years old, 5'11" versus 6 foot. You know, I mean, it's Sardis Gunther has one win on his record. It's a
rear naked choke win back in January of last year. It's been over a year since he's fought. He's a black belt in Shinji Tai Jiu-Jitsu under John Saylor, who was a judo Olympian, and he's also got a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Fights out of Mickey Scudova's in Mansfield, the stable, and he's been working on his hands and his boxing.
And you see there, Cody the Wolverine Stevens is in his corner, and Mickey Scudova, you know, it goes back way, way, way back. They've got such a small ring, and all those guys do at Scudova's place is they just bang. And that's one of the things that I'm looking forward to is Sardis Gunther, is his striking, because those guys at Mickey Scudova's, they just bang, and now you see, if you've got Cody the Wolverine Stevens in your corner, oh boy, you know you're going to want to keep this fight standing. But his victory is by submission. So you want to go to the ground? Okay, we'll go to the ground.
Gunther is, he's a trained ground fighter. And hands is where he's been trying to develop, and of course, that means he's going to test them out here tonight. Let's get the official introductions. And to do so, we send it up to Jake Digman.
The following contest is in the RFO light heavyweight division, and it is brought to you by O'Brien's Pub. Introducing first in the blue corner, he fights out of Mount Vernon, Ohio. He weighed in at 200 pounds. He is an independent fighter making his MMA debut. Please welcome Joel White Dragon Littleton. His opponent in the red corner, he fights out of Mansfield, Ohio. He weighed in at 201 pounds, representing Mickey Scudova's gym with an MMA record, 1 win, 0 losses. Please welcome Sardis Gunther! This bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds, and when the action begins, your referee is Mr. Jerry Poe.
Joel Littleton in the black. Sardis Gunther from the famous fighting Gunther family in the white. Jerry Poe, third man in the cage. I'm Ryan Cavanaugh, sitting next to John Sturmack. We're bringing you the action from Big Guns 22.
And if I was a betting man, I think Gunther's going to end this quick.
Well, it's Littleton who takes center cage. Of course, independent fighter. Outside leg kick from Joel Littleton. Oh, there's a right hand from Gunther. Gunther going to the body. Good knee from Littleton. And there's some vicious body shots by Gunther. And these guys are exchanging. Oh, there's a left hand from Littleton that drops Gunther to a knee. Wow. And there's some body shots, and Gunther was stunned. Littleton with a lot of power in that left. Gunther falls on top of Joel Littleton.
And Gunther, right now, he did the smart thing because he got rocked. And that's one of the reasons I never gamble on any UFC, RFO, any card, because one punch is one punch. Because anything can happen. But
Gunther's working for an arm. Let's see if he turns it over. He's trying to isolate the left arm.
And he's looking
and he set him up for an armbar.
And it looks like he's going to get it. He's up against the cage, though. And is he going to get it?
There's the
and
tap.
He got it.
Sardis Gunther, second win by submission. This time it's the armbar variety, and he helps Joel Littleton up.
Great show of sportsmanship. And like I said at the top of the fight, I really, really, really believe that Gunther was going to get this victory. But that's one of the reasons fans at home do not bet on a mixed martial arts, because one punch is one punch as we look at the tail.
And there it is. He's rolling him over, and look at him using the left leg to get the right arm of Littleton out of the way. And there's the tap from that same right arm, but he's knocked the right arm away. There was no way for Littleton to defend it, and that is the blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at work. Sardis Gunther moves his record to 2-0.
And there's Gunther, as we're going to see later tonight. We are going to see another Gunther.
John Gunther in the co-main event. But right now, let's make this official. Jake Dignan, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jerry Poe calls a stop to the action at 1 minute and 12 seconds of the first round, declaring your winner by armbar submission, Sardis Gunther!
That was a great fight. Let's hear it for Joe Littleton as well. Here with your winner, Sardis Gunther. You guys might know the last name. This is John's little brother. Joel Littleton knocked the snot out of your locker there for a minute.
Yes. Yeah, he got me good.
Was your plan to take it to the ground and do what you do best after that?
No, I was trying to keep it on the feet, but he made it hot up there for me, so I had to take it down in the end.
It was a great fight. Your jiu-jitsu submissions are always on top. What are you looking for out of your mixed martial arts career?
Eventually? Well, what's everyone looking for? Yeah, that's good.
He's going for the big show, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for your winner, Sardis Gunther. He's okay, Mom.